Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Happy Saturday if you're catching this on today. Go ahead and hit the like button for me. Also subscribe to the channel. Let's do a energy reading for the collective. Let's see what's going on with this energy. We have the full moon in Taurus. I've seen it called an eclipse moon, so I believe this is the last eclipse that we're going to experience this year. Eclipses are, like a turn of events, right? So some things could have ended, and it's just energetically. And so it's time for a new beginning. Let's get into it. Let's see what we got here. So I'm starting off with this oracle deck that I have. We have take a break, a life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. And then we have Pleiades energy, which it says double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity here. Intuitively, I'm picking up that it's like a lot going on. Like, you try to keep everything together and maybe like try to run things on a particular schedule. You're trying to schedule things and everything has to be done in a certain time frame. You may be experiencing that things are not going as planned, right? So things are working out a little bit differently. We have the initiation card that fell out of the deck. This initiation period is, stepping into a new timeline. This is a transformational period. We're always transforming, right? So full moons are the opportunity to cleanse, you know what I mean? Release, figure out what it is that you want to bring in, right? Leading up to the full moon is the perfect time for that. Okay, so next two cards that fell out here is Dance with Life and Transformation. Okay, transformation, that light and that dark energy. You can see that the peak, this is a peak time until we experience that full moon. So I feel like you finding yourself dancing with, like, when I say this, I want this to be taken lightly, like dancing with the devil, right? Which is just your shadow side, or just like, an old way of doing things, or, maybe not being so, feeling like you need to be needed. And I say that in the sense of, like, how you could have like people pleasing tendencies, or just, you will really be willing to show up for other people. But now it's like you're going through this period of time where you're not necessarily doing that. So you're not necessarily doing that anymore, right? So it's like, okay, you're playing with both aspects of your light side, which is, being fun and outgoing and kind of like a bubbly personality. And it's like two masks, if you will. It's like Jekyll and Hyde almost, right? It's like, okay, I can show up to the world one way, but then I can also maybe not want to show up today. Maybe today I take a day for myself. And so there's this transformation that's taking place, is that you are able to operate duality, right? You're able to operate in both of these frequencies at the same time. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at this thing because it is just really burning. It's like kind of yellowish. I don't know, it's my first time having this thing. So I'm trying to figure out what is going on with that. Okay, anyways. All right, so I'm also seeing like live, okay? So going live, maybe that's one of your goals with your business or your brand, right? So your brand could be going under a transformation. Clothing brands are going under transformation. Retail, High Priestess energy. The way that you'll be able to read things now. I also hear like, that little thing on TikTok that don't talk to me, I'll whatever, right? But it was like don't come for me, I'll woo woo woo. So I just really feel like that this energy, especially from my feminines, and I won't even say feminines because I want this to resonate collectively as that feminine, like your feminine intuition, which we both have masculine and feminine traits, correct? So it's like for the masculines and feminines, like you may notice that your feminine energy now is like, exactly who you are. I hope that makes sense and that resonates. But it's just like, you know exactly who you are. I feel like also too, the divine has put you in positions more than once to, and I'm getting this, to act accordingly. But that means that, so you know that how much power you truly have, the power that you hold, the control that you really do have in dominating yourself to your higher self, if that makes sense, right? Like, I'm in control. I'm way more in control than I may perceive or give on, right? It's something about that duality. That duality. I'm also hearing patience. Patience is key. And it also could just be, being patient with yourself during this time frame and, of you going through this timeline, right? Traveling on this timeline. It says rite of passage, crossing the threshold. I'm also hearing like better things are coming. That Sierra song, that better things.